The well-distributed settlement of the people of Israel in the desert allowed them to guard this sacred place. The camp of the 12 tribes surrounded the Levine camp. It was the Levine's mission to protect the holiest section, Mahane Shehinah, the area where the Mishkan was located. Only the Kohanim had access to the Mishkan. The utensils that lay in the Mishkan were extremely beautiful. It was in the Mishkan that the evidence of faith and the revelation of Hashem were visible to the chosen people for the spirituality that was there reflected in the Aron HaKadosh, which held the Luchot, the tablets of stone with the 10 Commandments. These commandments continue to be observed today, more than 3,321 years after they were given by a nation that loves and follows God's Torah. And during one of many battles, it was Yeshua, Moses' most important pupil, who led our nation in the 14-year conquest of the land of Israel. And the Mishkan was then temporarily erected in the city of Gilgal. But the story is not yet to end. We're an ambulatory nation, and later, the city of Shiloh was considered a semi-permanent residence for the Mishkan and the service of offerings. A small stone building was built where the Mishkan's curtains were used as a ceiling. The Aron HaKadosh remained inside the building for 369 years until the Pelishtim, the Philistines, an enemy nation that lived on the coast of the land of Israel, captured it and destroyed Shiloh sanctuary with their war-stained hands. It was then that the Mishkan was re-established in the city of Nob until the death of Prophet Shmuel, and later relocated in the city of Gibeon. But once the people of Israel had settled in their land, the Torah tells us, Am Israel should establish a place for the Shehinah, the presence of Hashem, to reside in. A place God had chosen from amidst all the tribes in order to put His name there. This site was Har Moriah. And even though David HaMelech could not build the Beit HaMikdash, he always worked actively to do the necessary tasks to ensure the eventual construction of the Holy Temple. It was David HaMelech himself who discovered the exact spot of Mount Moriah where the Mizbeach had been. Since the age of Adam Arishon, it had served as a privileged place to extend offerings to the Creator. Since we are a nation with an inheritance, a legacy, and a lineage, naturally David HaMelech entrusted his son Shlomo with the task of constructing the sacred house. It was to be built according to the plans David HaMelech designed with divine inspiration. So Shlomo HaMelech began the construction of the Beit HaMikdash in the location his father had established on Har Moriah. The blessed inauguration occurred in the year 2928 and lasted 14 days. The people praised Hashem, intoning chants and dances, and extended many offerings to the Mizbeach. The Beit HaMikdash served as a place of Horah, spiritual instruction for man, thus fulfilling the meaning of its name, Moriah. The first Sefer Torah was brought to the Beit HaMikdash. It was placed in the Kodesh HaKodashim, the Holy of Holies, the enclosure with the highest level of spirituality.